Hey guys, Ryan here, Espey's Gym. Hope everyone's staying safe out there, maintaining your sanity. I'm just gonna do the first exercise in my day one routine, which is all hand and wrist. And it's simply a flex wrist hold. And it's basically done 1 repetition, quick hold, get into a nice flex position with the 6 centimeter Israel arm wrestling handle. Start here and just lift it up and try to maintain some wrist flexion. It's 135 pounds I have on there right now. It's my warm-up weight. Let's see what we can do. That's true weight. And it is 135 pounds, or 185, sorry, which is also going to be a personal best for me in quite some time. No problem with the right arm. No problem with the left arm. All right, guys, 205 pounds. 205 is the weight. That is a failure on the right arm. And that is a failure on the left arm. Now that we failed at 205, let's try it back at 185 and see if we can duplicate the success from the first set. Yeah. Although opened up a lot more than I like to be. We'll call that one good on the left arm. Hey, see, now we're still doing all the stuff. Everyone's isolated. I got some time, so let's talk about a few of these other exercises too. The next one I do is the board hold, and it's a bit of a superset. I'm doing like a heavy weight, gripping here. I'm working this angle so my fingers don't open up, and I lift it, set it down, move all the way in, do it again, making it a bit of a superset. We have 185 pounds on here. Now this is pushing it because I don't want to be holding it like this. I want to be holding it like this. So it's going to open me up just slightly. That's it. 3 sets of that. Now I was asked about rep ranges. I was asked about time in between sets. Time in between sets, as long as I get my workout done within an hour. I rest as long as I feel like I need to rest. A lot of this stuff is instinctive. I'm not watching a clock for 30 seconds or a minute. I'm just kind of doing it as I do it. And as you train, you get to know what your body can take, what your body can handle, and what is optimal. You'll figure that out for yourself as well. If you don't have it figured out for yourself, just stick to the 30 seconds to a minute rule and you'll be fine. You guys starting to see a theme develop here with the amount of static holds that are part of this workout. This one's no different. This is just wrist hammer. And I'm going to start in a positive position down here. Try to stay in that positive position and hold as long as I can. When failure starts to happen, the weight goes down. So, you guys listening to the video know that I do 3 sets of all these exercises I've listed. And this one, pardon my lack of being in the full frame, but I want you to see this particular finger blaster and how it's made and how I use it. So it's a flat bar on top, a little skinny bar underneath. I'm using a modest amount of weight because form is extremely important, because I'm doing this. I'm not doing this. Like, the biggest mistake I see guys do is they have their hands wide open like this. What I'm trying to do is maintain a certain position with my thumbs and my fingers right here. Three sets of that. Time under tension is important, is more than your number of reps, but I'll be in like the 50 to 60 range by the time it's all done. I can go much heavier, but sacrifice form. So that would be the reason primarily for the high rep range. Hey guys, welcome back. I talked before about the dreaded bucket of rice. I'm convinced that if you've ever used this thing, you might be immune to whatever's going around right now anyway. It's 15 years of people's, maybe even more than that, people's DNA going in here. And again, I'm just putting my hand in the rice, opening, closing, about 60 reps or until failure, or close to failure, to fatigue at least. And I'll do 3 sets of that again. And then we're just left with the finisher, which is going to be changed up a little bit because I want to go back to that Terminator Wrench. All right, we're back. We're back using the Terminator Wrench. And we've done this on the heels of my finisher, which was high rep country crush curls. And we've only got about 50 pounds true weight on here. 100 pounds of weight, 50 pounds true. This thing seems like a killer. I could see this one definitely becoming a staple in my workouts. And if you haven't checked out Armwrestling Strength Shop, I mean, I encourage you to do so, as well as Ezreal, who I have a business relationship with.